given the state of play, the polls I just referred to there, I'll start with you, Jeffrey Bleich. What does Joe Biden need to do tonight?
Well, I think he needs to do three things. One is he needs to do his own style and not get drawn into the Trumpian style. You know, the Trump style of debate is not to really answer a question, but rather to some extent, do three things: deception, distraction, attack. So he gives an answer that's not factual. He tries to take the question in a completely different direction on something he wants to talk about, and then he attacks the opponent as being the worst or whatever the question was about. And so Biden has to stay away from that. I think the second thing he has to do is use this opportunity to give an unmitigated, impression of himself to the American people. He's talking directly to the people, and a lot of them have heard caricatures of him, particularly from the president, saying that he's old, sleepy. He's a vessel for socialism. This will be his chance to show that he's sharp, he's strong, and he's very responsible. He's not a socialist. And then I think the third thing that he needs to do is simply lay out a plan for the public as to how he would handle certain issues that in a different way than President Trump, and in a better way. His whole theme is Build Back Better, and this is his opportunity to show what that means.
In many ways, it'll be fascinating to see the approach of Joe Biden. To some extent, we know what to expect with Donald Trump. And putting your MAGA hat on for a moment, Simon Jackman, or a MAGA hat on, in case you don't own one.
I'll do my best.
What to expect? What would you be encouraging if you wanted Donald Trump to be wiping the floor tonight? What should he be focusing on?
Trump needs to land a blow that validates this line that the various attack lines that he's put out there about Biden. Old and feeble, not cognitively or physically perhaps up to the challenge of being president, captive of the left, tacitly supporting and encouraging violence on the streets of America. Perhaps China is going to be soft on China, and won't be capable of leading the United States out of a COVID recovery. He's got to make one of those or some of those stick, and that will also inform the way that Trump approaches Biden interpersonally. This is going to be a very personal contest for that reason. Trump's got to stop having this election be about him and his handling of COVID and about Biden, that Biden is not where you want to go. He's got to somehow make this 90 minutes, pull back some of these, people that voted for him in 16, but have parked their vote for now at least with Joe Biden. He's got to pry them back. And particularly, as that graphic I had up before you came to us, in those three states, like Trump won so narrowly in 16, he doesn't have a lot of room to play with relative to where he was in 16. He's got to start to claw back some of those states. He's just not there in the Electoral College right now. And I think he's got to think about the messages that are going to get through to voters that are persuadable at this stage of the game, and there aren't many of them.
Yeah, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin will put the figures up there again.
The big three.